Land of opportunity.
Oh yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Art.
How you doing, mate? He's taking us back to LAX.
Yeah.
We're in the Tesla.
Yeah.
Formerly a resident of Manchester, but
Manchester United fan.
now Manchester United fan. Now living via Ghana. Now living in LA.
Yeah.
What's it like here? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Good fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're much bigger than me, aren't you? You're
As the
more
actress
prominent.
said to the bishop.
Steady.
So Kev, we're at LAX, Los Angeles, on our way back to London Heathrow after, what, 4.5 days of...
Yeah, already. I can't believe it.
What did you make of it?
Fantastic trip.
Enjoyed it?
Really, I was thinking beforehand, really looking forward to coming. Thank you for inviting me. You know, the time came, we got on the plane, we arrived, we're going home already. It's been such a packed schedule.
We haven't stopped, have we?
Met watch royalty. They hold you in such high regard here, you know.
Thank you.
I thought the 30 followers you got back home was enough, but there's people here that really, really respect you.
That's nice to hear, Kev, I appreciate that. What did you learn this week, do you think?
Well, you couldn't have done it without me, but
Yeah, I know.
That's the
I
thing.
had a hog carrier with me all
this
week.
YouTube game isn't what it looks like. It isn't just attaching an iPhone to a gimbal. You know, we've got 2 cameras, microphones, different angles,
Lighting levels.
lighting, worried about twigs sticking out the back of our head. You know, the
How
level
many
of
takes we have to do to get a
Oh.
video right.
Yeah, I mean, going live is kind of easy.
Yeah.
I mean, that Rodeo Drive thing was just a bit of a cluster, but it actually worked out funny,
Yeah, I
didn't
think
it?
they enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Especially as you was kind enough to volunteer to take
Yeah, I-
Party Pete off my hands.
Yeah, I took one for you.
Yeah. Took one for the team. If you missed that video, catch up our live stream
Live
from
from
Rodeo
Rodeo
Drive. I mean, it was a bit weird, wasn't it? So, of the people, you know, we've met Anthony, we've met Danny and Gabe from Happy Jewellers.
Really
we met
great guys, yeah.
Seth at
90210.
90210.
Yeah.
We met Adam.
Adam's producer Michael's videographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a British guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice guy. You know, again, you know, that showed me again, you know, they don't just walk in and just film. It's planned through, thought about, you know. He's got such a level of input.
He's
Actually.
a real pro, actually, isn't he?
Yeah, and he deserves every penny he gets paid.
And then we got, of course, last night out of the blue, we got a phone call from, or I got a WhatsApp from Tom Bolt, the Watch Guru, the one and only Tom Bolt. And he said, "Hey, Paul," he said, "I've just heard that you're in LA." He said, "I'm staying at a hotel down the road with Bob Marin," and we went down and had a nice glass of wine with those
Had a
guys.
glass of wine with them, yeah, watch talk. Bob had the most stunning Daytona on. I fell in love with that.
Yeah, it's nice,
I'm
wasn't
going to
it?
get one of those one day.
You'll be seeing that in a video coming soon, or if it hasn't already been out, because I guess this is going to be on the tail end of the videos, Kev. So
Yeah, because it's the end of the trip.
This is the end of the trip.
Yeah.
Looking forward to getting back to Blighty.
I am looking forward to getting back home. Yeah, I've got a lot of emails waiting for me. I've got cars to sell. I've had inquiries that I've put off. Yeah, and seeing my wife. Not meeting my wife, but seeing my wife.
What
you
would you take, when you get home? And I think sometimes you don't realise, well, you don't necessarily appreciate how good or bad a trip was until you get home and the dust has settled and you're reflecting back. What do you think you'll take out of this week?
It can only be good things. I mean, to be associated with this project and to meet the people that we have, I feel immensely lucky, really. Yeah,
You've enjoyed it then?
I mean, I'd come again in a heartbeat.
Yeah, what did you make of the people that you met?
So friendly, welcoming. Yeah, I can't enthuse enough about it.
Is Michael how you imagined him?
He's extra. He's even a nicer guy off camera. The people that he knows, and if he doesn't know them, he knows someone that does know them.
Yeah.
He is so connected. Yeah.
What would you say you've taken from the trip watch-wise? Is there any, if we get back to watches, you've seen a lot of watches this week.
I've had hands-on with RMs for the first time, and it's a watch that maybe will grace the collection one day, although there's some opinions as to whether they're good value longer term.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm not so sure, Kev. You know, I'm not so sure that I'd want to put all that money into one watch myself. But you know what? Like you say, you know, when you get hands on them and really have a look, you understand why people pay the money for
The basic ones on the Velcro strap feel, you know, they feel like something out of a cornflake packet, don't they?
Yeah.
But you know, the better quality ones, I can't even.
The one that Anthony was wearing, Anthony was
Anthony,
wearing
nice
an
piece.
RM11 yesterday.
That was an 11, was it?
Yeah, that
what
was nice.
What was the green and yellow one at?
That was an RM16.
65?
Was it a 16? I can't remember now.
Yeah.
But
that felt
was a
substantial
cracker,
quality. You know, I have to put my glasses on to see the dials on these things. Yeah, I mean they are works of art.
Rolex and AP, you see plenty of those.
Just forget it. You know, I mean they're just to a penny, aren't they?
And you know, I've spoken about, you know, we spoke about the inner circle, Kev. You know, some people like to call it the cartel.
The cartel.
But you know, the inner circle. When you get introduced to the inner circle and they take you in and, you know, give their trust. I mean, you didn't buy it in the end.
Well, it's watch people, isn't it?
Yeah. You didn't buy it in the end, but you was interested in a fairly expensive watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's only the tax that puts me off,
Yeah.
and I don't need another watch. You know, it was cheap because it's here and the pound against the dollar.
It's quite strong right
but
now.
getting it home, paying tax, then you know that doesn't make it viable.
And what did they say to you about paying?
Oh, take it. Just
Take it.
Yeah.
Send me the money whenever.
Yeah, whenever. Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it?
Well, that was only because of my association with you. It wouldn't. No one can just walk in off the street and just take free watches, of course. So yeah, but again, that's how highly they regard you.
That's nice. But I would, you know, when it comes to that sort of thing, Kev, you know, I would have said, if you'd have said yes, I want it, I have to make it clear to that dealer that I'm standing on your deal. You know, I
missed the trick, didn't I?
That's standing on your deal.
I missed the trick. You could have bought me a watch.
Yeah,
for me.
you did miss a trick. Yeah.
That could have been my payment for
But the
carrying
funny
the bag
thing is,
around
this
for a
is the
week.
thing, Kev. You know, if you had to let him down, I would have to pay. Having
would.
stood on it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's what standing on means, though, isn't it?
Well, there's been a bit of debate on that recently. People tend to think that the word vouch, vouch and standing on someone's debt is a whole
Yeah. There's asking the question: is this guy?
What's your previous experiences with this guy?
Have you dealt with him
That's
before?
vouching for your previous experiences for him.
Yeah.
Actually agreeing to stand on someone else's debt is a whole different agreement altogether. But, you know, it is what it is. So I think we'll head off back to Blighty. Of course, we've got Newcastle to look forward to. That's coming up soon.
It is, yeah. Is it 2 weeks? It's on the 30th.
I think Ian's going to look after us up there. Ian, we're on our way. Make sure you look after Grandad when he gets there.
Yeah, easy with the Grandad thing. Ian.
Yeah. And Greggy Boy and all the chaps, Des and all the legends. We'll be meeting them at, is it Euston Station?
King's Cross, no?
I'm not sure. But anyway, we'll be at the station in London, travelling up to Newcastle together. First class, thank you very much. Des, appreciate that very much. And we will see you in Newcastle. Of course, we'll see you before then. But our next little Jolly Boys outing is Newcastle. And then I'm back in the United States again in May. This time in Miami, in Florida. So another trip, another Watch People's trip to look forward to. And as usual, you guys will be coming with me. I'm not sure whether Kev will or not, but...
I'll be coming. I don't know if they drink 20 pints a night, I don't know if I'll be coming home. But until then, I'm going to enjoy some United hospitality.
Absolutely.
I've got an old-fashioned here made with bourbon. What size is that ice cube?
That's a big ice cube.
Yeah.
Right, guys, we'll see you back in London.
Cheers.
Time to go home, Kev.
She's with me. Right.
Yes. Hi.
Number 9.
What do you have? 9A is going to be right there.
Thank you.
Stay for the gift.
night heading home, we got an engine failure. And we've had to turn around and come back to LA. So 4 hours in the air, only to end up back where we started. As we come back in, there's definitely been a different feel to the way the pilots approach this. Can't quite put my finger on it, but it definitely feels different. We've only got the one engine to reverse thrust as well, I suppose. So instead of being halfway home, here we are back in LA. Here we go, fingers crossed. So Kev, I thought the next video we'd be doing was
back up my cab.
Back at your place. Instead of that, we're back in LAX.
LAX, baby.
So we're 2 hours into the flight, and the captain comes on and says we've lost an engine, which is like not ideal. The woman in front of you started to panic a bit, didn't she?
She was a bit scared. She was holding my hand.
I mean, you'd have to be scared of what old Kev's saying, wouldn't you? You'd have to be more than scared. You'd have to be petrified, right? But I didn't even know. I was asleep.
I was asleep.
I woke up and I looked at the map and it said time to destination 44 minutes. I thought, wow,
that's a nice sleep.
That's the best sleep I've ever had on a plane. And then I realised we're coming back to Los Angeles, so we've now got a 2 or 3 hour delay before we can get on another plane and start the journey all over again.
I organised myself with a couple of cocktails before we left in the lounge, and then 2 glasses of wine on the plane.
So Kev's half cut.
So I'm a little bit wavy.
What a nightmare. Mind you, I'd rather be moaning about it here on the ground and worrying about it up in the sky, to be honest.
Yeah, and if I'm thinking back to what they said, I don't think there was even a drama. They were just overly precautious because they had a new engine fitted for the plane.
Why did it have to need a new engine?
Before it left, they decided it needed a new engine.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, yeah, but that happens.
So before it left, they decided it needed a new engine. Got us up in the sky.
So the new engine
39,000 feet.
Throwing out a few warnings, and they said we've got to turn it around.
We're going to turn back. So there you go. Got to do it all over again. What can you do? Other than smile.
Have another fag.
I told you, you can't say that word out here.
Oh, have another cigarette.